Hey there, humans and aliens. It's your boy, Scaredy Catlin, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's not a Saturday, but I was thinking I was late last week, so why don't I just make a fun little video right now? And so I thought for a bit, and originally I was just going to, just release the next episode of What If Deku Was Trained by Endeavor early. But then I thought, I have a bunch of comics, and at one point I said I was gonna probably do comic dubs. And so I thought, why not do a comic dub session? I'm pretty sure that all of these are mine. If they're not, I would be very surprised because I remember drawing all of these. Anyway, I'm going to start out with some My Hero ones that I've drawn. And then I'm going to also do some comics for my webtoon/webcomic, which I will put the link to in the description. Anyway, let's get started. Don't worry, Ida. You didn't die in vain. Everything will be fine once the fake heroes are dead. Okay, so that comic was based off of a What If that I saw that was basically What If Stain won. And I made a few modifications to the story, but it was originally going to be a comic series, and then I got super unproductive and productive on different things, such as my actual comic on Webtoon. And so I hope you liked that one. Now on to the next one. The child was deemed dangerous and is going to be taken in by Endeavor. Deku, I'm sorry. Katsuki, get down here. Katsuki, I swear. Katsuki. As most of you know, that second comic is from my What If Endeavor trained Deku AU, or What If, or whatever you call it. AU stands for Alternate Universe, for those of you who don't know. I didn't know for a long time. Basically, the premise of the story, if you haven't seen that series, is basically Deku is not quirkless. He actually has a fire quirk, which is similar to Dobby's and Endeavor's. And basically, Bakugo is bullying him, and then Deku just gets so emotional and mad and sad that everything just bursts into flames. And so Bakugo just feels really terrible about everything, and he just really feels terrible in this series. He's a loner. He dyes his hair, and I'm going to show you guys the reveal on Saturday of what his hair is going to look like. So stay tuned. Now for the next one. I just realized I'm fresh out of the I'm completely out of the My Hero ones, I think. So now we're on to my webcomic. Yeah! Get ready for some feels, happy and sad. I lived with my grandparents since I was 9. My parents didn't let me live with them, so my grandparents were my only family left. When I was 11, my grandfather died of a stroke. My grandmother became ill soon after, and died in a hospital a few months later. My parents still didn't want me, and I was put in some foster homes. I pretended I was fine. I just smiled, but I was alone again. I remember seeing Gage, always being surrounded by people. I was jealous of him. He was never alone like I was. One day I noticed Gage wasn't going to his house anymore. He was either staying at the school or going home with his friends. I reached out to him, and we became friends. He did some questionable things, but he never tried to involve me. Eventually, he told me how his parents kicked him out of his house because of the things he was doing. He said he was staying at a friend's house and would only get dinner on a daily basis. I started sneaking him food from my foster parents' fridge. Okay, so what did you think about that one? That one is part of Blake's backstory, and if you haven't read my comic, it probably doesn't make any sense. But it's part of the thing that, well, it's one of the types of things I would put on my Patreon if I had one. I didn't really get a lot of feedback when I asked my 11 subscribers what they thought about me getting a Patreon. And I don't think any of them really have any money. So I guess I don't really need to make them unless I somehow put it somewhere else in the comic. Anyway, I think it's time for the next one. Yeah. Where are you? There's an alien in my house. There's an alien in my house. There's an alien in my house. Found you. Thank you so much for watching. That was the last comic was my character Huey, which I always get confused with Watson, his brother. I think it's because I keep on changing names around. I always do that. And basically, the joke is he's obsessed with the supernatural, and then there's just like a tiny little alien he has to hide from his two other brothers. They're triplets. He also has to hide them from his sister/sisters. I haven't decided if he has more than one sister yet. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. You'll have to comment and tell me you want more, because honestly, I'll just think that you subscribed for my what ifs if you don't tell me. And I'll probably never do this again. Anyway, I think that's all for now, humans and aliens. Peace!